Conversations around fertility can be tough, but what happens when you need to have these conversations in the workplace? Now, Elise, how does this differ from talking to your friends and family to maybe talking to a manager or a colleague?
Look, I think these can feel like very tough conversations to have, and that people are often quite worried about talking to work colleagues or to their manager themselves, worried about what the reaction to that will be and maybe impact on career.
So is this a conversation that people should be having with a colleague or a manager?
Yes, 1 in 6 people will experience difficulty or concerns around fertility, so may find that it's more common than we sometimes expect it to be, and it can be a very useful discussion to have in the context of work.
So if people are going to have these conversations in the workplace, what are some tips to help them?
So it can feel quite stressful to do that. But it could be important to sort of maybe plan the interaction that you want to have. So thinking about the timetabling of a discussion, maybe making a time to actually meet with your manager to talk with them, and in private rather than in the tea room when everyone else is around listening.
And what if it's your partner going through fertility treatments?
Yeah, I mean, it can be very useful for partners to think about approaching their place of work or their manager as well, to let them know that they may be needing some time off for appointments or for treatments, supporting their partner through that process. And they would be able to ask their fertility specialist for a medical certificate to support them with that as well.
I've really seen a lot of people put their foot in it when it comes to supporting a friend or a work colleague who's going through fertility treatments. What are some of the do's and don'ts when you're the person supporting someone else?
I think it can feel very tricky to know how to best to support your family member or your friend. Look, one of the do's I would say would be to just sort of check in with them and see what it is that they need from you, how you can best support them through that process. A don't might be more around leaving them feeling perhaps that they're a little unsupported in that process, and although that may come from a place of you not wanting to be intrusive, it can be more helpful really just to let them know you're there, but you're to be supporting them on their terms.
And don't tell them to relax and it will happen.
Absolutely.
I've learned that one the hard way.
Absolutely.